Good morning. I wanted to create a little video about inviting and then following up with people once they're interested or once they express some sort of interested, or even if they say, no, I'm not interested, and how I continue to follow up with people. So a few things. So I try to always have something going on. So whether it's a clean eating challenge or whether I don't actually have something actively going on, I want to always have something in the works. So like I said, whether it's a clean eating challenge that will be happening next week or in 2 weeks, or whether it's a slim down to summer challenge group or a 21-day fix challenge group, whatever's going on, I try to always have something to talk to besides adding them to my coach group. I like to be able to invite them into something that's going to help change their lives. So once I reach out to people, so currently I've been doing a clean eating challenge monthly or so, and then I try to follow that up with a challenge group from the people who just completed the 5-day clean eating challenge. It's a perfect way to slide them into a program. 21-day fix works a lot because they've already been working in the clean eating and then the diet and the portion control. So I think that it's an easy program to slide them into, and they've already seen how well and organized and how motivational the group setting can be. And then people are really interested to continue on. So a few things. I reach out to people every day, all day. I mean, not all day. I work, of course, but I reach out to people. I reach out to people that I don't talk to. I reach out to people that I talk to regularly and just let them know, like, hey, I'm not sure if you've noticed, I'm going to be running a clean eating challenge, or hey, I'm going to be running a challenge group for the 21-day fix. Have you ever heard of it? I'm constantly inviting them to something, whatever whatever is going on. So then the whole thing is following up. So you're going to have the people who are on the fence, and they could go either way. They're not so sure about it. A lot of people sometimes don't even want to create a free Beachbody account. Like, you try to stress to them that it's free and it's, I can officially be your coach. It takes 30 seconds. I usually say that. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time. No, it's quick. Just do it. Like, I'll help you. So I send them the direct link to that. So you have those people that you can't convince, and they're just not sold. So those are the people that you want to follow up with. The second group of people that you want to follow up with are the people who have said no, despite many attempts, despite explaining to them what clean eating is, or what challenge groups we have, or what programs we have going on. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say no, and they're going to have their excuses, and they're going to have their reasons, and they're going to have, different things that are going on in their life that would make them say no. So depending on their reasons is how I gauge how I'm going to follow up. So if somebody says, obviously if somebody says I'm going on vacation next week, I can't do it right now. Great. I'm going to follow up with you when you get back and see if you'd be interested in our next group. If they say, this just doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in, then I probe them and try to figure out why. What is it that they don't think that they would enjoy, or that they are not interested in, and then I try to go from there. So depending on their reason for their no is how I will gauge how I'm going to follow up with them. Whether it's a few days later, whether it's a week later, whether it's a month later, I will follow up with them. Whether they said, no, I don't want to do this at all. And then it also shows that you're interested and you want to help them, and it's not just about building your business, and they don't see that you're just trying to make money. You genuinely care. So I think that's the group that I usually try to focus on the most, because you have the people who are in between, you have the total no's, and then you have the people who say yes, which is what I'm going to go into now. You have the people who are interested. There's so many people I reach out to, and they're like, awesome, sounds great, sign me up. I send them the link. I say, let me know as soon as you sign up with your free account, and I'll be sure to add you to the group, and I'll get you all set up. Then I don't hear from them. That's one situation. Another situation is they yes, 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 I can't wait. And then you follow up with them the next day. Yes, sorry, I was busy last night. I'm going to do it today. You follow up with them the next day when they still haven't done it. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I'm going to. And then you get to the point where you're like, when do I stop bothering them? When do I stop pushing them? When do I stop being persistent? I mean, I think that's a personal thing that you have to determine what works best for you. But persistence, I think, is what's helping me be successful. People know that I'm going to continue to reach out to them, whether it's, hey, did you have any questions about what I sent you? Or, hey, how was your workout today? Were you able, I know you said you were struggling with finding time. Were you able to find time? So you're not always necessarily making it about Beachbody, but you're always making it about them and how it can go back to them. So I follow up with every single person that I ever talk to. I make a list. I have an ongoing list that I literally will check off that I talked to them on this day and what they said and where they are with it. I love Facebook because that's how I usually connect with most of my people, and then I just scroll through and I see where I left off. But I will follow up with every single person, whether they're on the fence and they're going back and forth. I try to figure out how I can push them to a yes and how I can get them to at least sign up for a free account, get into a clean eating challenge. They'll see how successful it is. They'll see that it works and that they enjoy the company from the group and different recipe sharing. When they've said no, I try to figure out why and then try to get them to, again, get them into something, whether it's my coach group or whether it's a clean eating challenge, just get them into something that's not going to cost them anything, it's free, and then they can see the benefits of coaching and how it can change their life. And then also the people who said yes, but the conversation falls off. I do ask people, what do you want me to do if I haven't heard from you? How should I follow up with you then? I've said a few times, listen, I haven't heard from you. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to bother you. So if this is not the right time for you, I totally understand, and follow up with me when you think you'd be interested. That doesn't mean that the conversation ends. That doesn't mean that's the last time I initiate the conversation. I'll still follow up with them, whether it's 2 days later or whether it's 3 weeks later. But I kind of gauge it on their response and how the feel I get from them. So I guess the point of this conversation is follow up, follow up, follow up. Be persistent and gauge each person differently, but also know that you need to figure out everyone's why. Once you figure out their why, you're able to go in the right direction and you can figure out, I guess, which way to go with them and how often and how soon you're going to follow up. And then you'll have people that'll come back to you 3 months later, like I've had this month. I've had 7 people follow up with me from a few weeks ago or from the first month that I initiated the conversation, saying, all right, I'm ready, let's do this. So it's pretty cool to see how it all comes back. But it is because I'm consistent and I'm persistent. So I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks.